Heyo, Hudson here with Planet 4 Gaming. I am back. I got a new mic because my old one broke. Let me know if this one sounds shitty. I think it sounds okay. I'm flying the Spitfire Mark II-B. It was about time I flew the British and did a commentary on them. And I figured this was the best place to start. You know, the Spitfire Mark II was an iconic World War II plane, Battle of Britain and all that shit. So yeah, flying that out. And what about this plane? It's got the distinction of being the sexiest of all World War II planes. I mean, just look at it. It probably takes all of your effort not to jerk off to this plane. Look at it with its sleek British design and curvy wings. It's essentially the Lucy V of World War II planes. And much like Lucy V, you have to be very gentle with this plane. When you're going in a dive, be very careful not to over-G the wings when you pull up, because I think this is the plane most susceptible to that. Other than that, it's got a terrible roll rate, not very good ammo count, 120 with the cannons. I would like a bit more than that. Even the first Zero has 150. Bad ammo count, not the greatest speed, although that's okay, and a pretty bad climb rate as well. But balancing that out, it has absolute beast cannons, Hispano Mark II, I believe, and they do a shitload of damage. Also, excellent turn time, rivaled only by the Japanese. So yeah, you can do plenty of damage in this plane, just keep in mind all of its deficiencies, which it's got a few of them. And yeah, mostly you'll be taking on the Germans in this. Well, nowadays you'll take on anything. Mostly upper tier 2, higher, lower tier 3 planes, which I think is unfair a lot of the time, going up against G2 ME-109s. They're just too fast. ME-109 F4s. This can't keep up with them in speed, and I think it's kind of bullshit getting put up against them. But with the turn time and the cannons, you can do plenty of damage. I'm in a full realistic battle now, alternate history fighting the Russians, because that's how Gaijin does everything now. We put you in alternate history games just to get you in a game at all, or in a reasonable time. So yeah, that's one thing that annoys the hell out of me. The things you should keep in mind when fighting the Russians is, for the most part, they'll be able to outclimb you. I go up against LA-5FNs, I-185s, Yak-9s on a regular basis, even though this is a tier 2 plane, and those will certainly outclimb you. A lot of the times the players are really fucking stupid and will not try to outclimb you, thus taking away their only advantages. But you can't exactly count on that now, can you? No, you can't. So I take the Spitfire up to around 3,000 meters. Up past that, it's not very good performance-wise anyway. So yeah, just use your turn time advantage and pull some split S's, and before you know it, you'll have dodged the Russians and they'll have lost all their energy, and you can take them on an even field. So my B-25 is being shot at by an IL-2. I'm going in to take out the IL-2. The thing you should keep in mind when fighting IL-2s is not to go in a head-to-head, obviously. 223mm cannons, those things will fuck your shit up. And less so in this plane, but if you're flying the Americans or whatever, make sure you keep your speed up and keep an altitude advantage. Don't rip your wings off right there. Because the IL-2 can turn pretty damn well. And I've been shot down by a couple IL-2s on a few occasions. because they've got the turn time advantage. With the Spitfire, I don't think that's the case, but like P40 or whatever, keep your speed up and keep an altitude advantage. So now I'm just doing some diving passes on him. The Spitfire is not all that great for that because of its low speed, and because when you try to bleed off your speed in a climb like that, see, I'm pulling up and the roll rate is so bad, it's hard to quickly roll over and go into another dive. But I get him anyway, and I'm going for this Yak 1 now. And yeah, gonna be a bit of a chase here, boring chase. Okay, so the Yak 1 has turned around now, and I've got the advantage in altitude, so I'm gonna quickly dive in on him and see how long I can keep that speed advantage, because the Yak 1 is fairly fast. And now what you're going to see I'm going to do here is I'm firing just the machine guns, because I'm right behind him. He's doing some quick turns. I'm not going to be able to be very accurate. So you want to use the machine guns, do a bit of damage, maybe you'll get lucky, get a crit, slow him down, mess up his turning. Or just wait for an opportunity where he does a sharp turn and you've got a broad view of his belly or canopy, whatever, and then take a quick burst with the Hispanos, because you really want to conserve the ammo for those cannons. Set him on fire. And you'll see what you saw what he was doing quick, short turns. The Spitfire can't keep up as well with those turns because of its bad roll rate, so that's smart on his part, and he's kept himself alive for a fairly long time, but no one's coming to help him. And I get shot by a friendly, who then steals my kill. That fucking pisses me off, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I-185 coming in for my guy, save his ass. I don't know why I did. Stealing my kills. Anyway, that's my biggest issue with both the player base and the kill reward system in War Thunder. One, like, I don't think players should be pulling that bullshit. Just waiting till the last second to steal my kill when, as you can see, well, now there aren't, but there were plenty of fighters around for him to go after. And if you're covering a guy, it's much easier to get a kill on an enemy that's tailing one of your guys, so whatever. But not only that, I think the game should reward assists more heavily, or give shared kills or something like that. Reward doing damage and disabling planes more than just sneaking in for a kill. But whatever, not something you're gonna really be able to fix. This has been the Spitfire Mark II-B. It's a solid plane, not one of my favorites to fly, but it's pretty good, and you can have good games with it. So yeah, this has been Hudson with P4G. Thanks for watching, and get the fuck out of here.
Degeneration, commits the pains, the deadly grave.